Life doesn't always follow outlines. Sometimes it starts at the end, then laughs at you habang nagre-rewind. Once upon a time, may isang mag-ama, isang doktor, at ang anak niyang may mata ng anghel at ngiti ng langit. Let's start with me, Elias. Doctor, single dad, nominated for a Nobel Prize. Oo, tama ang dinig mo. But still got schooled by fate like a clueless freshman the first time nagka-crush. Akala ko, naka-mapped out na lahat. Research, medicine, parenting. Check, check, check. Until I met her. Or more accurately, until her blood saved my daughter. Every time I looked at Aliyah, my daughter, I couldn't help but wonder, saan niya nakuha yung angelic face, yung soft voice, that grace na parang princess sa Studio Ghibli film? Certainly not from me. My genes are more rugged Labrador, not elegant swan. Pero something never added up. And then there were those nights, yung tahimik na gabi lang kami, watching Disney movies, me humming under my breath. Someday, my princess will come. Plot twist? Dumating nga. There was something about her, something that didn't make sense, but felt like destiny leaving breadcrumbs para sundan ko. Para siyang si Cinderella, but instead of leaving a slipper, she left an egg. And guess who fertilized it? Yours truly. Hindi man ako ang Prince Charming ng fairy tales, but in this one, I was the lab coat-wearing leading man with a syringe. Not exactly sexy, I know, pero hey, it worked. Kahit ilang beses ko nang tinanggap na hindi ko na malalaman ang nanay ng anak ko. Dahil, well, thank you, life had other plans. Science tried to make it clinical. Pero kung destined, kahit 49 na failed embryo transfers pa yan, may isang huling itlog na maghihintay. The right time, the right woman, the right chaos. At minsan, kahit gaano ka ka-logical, kahit gaano ka ka-scientific, you'll find yourself staring at destiny, wearing a floral dress, selling Chinese herbs, with eyes that feel like home, and unknowingly holding half your heart. And that's how our story began. Not with a kiss, not with fireworks, but with science, sarcasm, and a stubborn kind of hope. Chapter 1. The lab thrummed like a spaceship about to launch. Spotless floors, blinking diagnostics, and machines humming like they were plotting world domination. At the center of it all, Dr. Elias Mondego, scientist, Chief of Biomedical Strategy for Las Aguilas. Translation, siya ang dahilan kung bakit ang mga agents ng Las Aguilas may Avengers-level stamina. Kung kailangan mo ng energy, focus, or miracle-level recovery, siya ang supplier. Forget energy drinks. Elias designed cell-regenerating, brain-sharpening, bone-strengthening supplements na clinically approved. Red Bull wishes it had his formula. And his test subjects? Not rookies, not newbies, legends. The senior elite of Las Aguilas. Imagine Lolo Mo, pero stem cell enhanced and sharper than switchblades. Lolo Rafael? Still built like a war god, terrifying enough to make presidents recheck their emails. Lolo Alonso? Training assassins before breakfast, mentoring with monk-like calm, pero may kill count na mas mahaba pa sa grocery list. Basically, retirement, but make it deadly. In Los Aguilas, stepping down didn't mean slowing down. It meant evolving. Outsiders thought politics was tough. Try negotiating weapons embargoes between diva arms dealers while an 83-year-old tactician corrects your grammar mid-debrief. Elias was the one who made sure these legends didn't just survive, they thrived. And he didn't exactly volunteer for this. It was baked into his DNA. Pharma Mexico royalty. Family empire na parang Johnson & Johnson, pero with scarier aunties and better moisturizers. So yes, Elias had it all. The laboratory, the empire, the formulas that made superheroes look underdosed. Until his tablet pinged, from the Philippines, A video. His daughter Aliyah filled the screen.
Papa, look, I made a diagram of Lola's garden with arrows and pH levels. Do you want me to label the pollinators?
Elias's lips twitched. A smile. Genuine. Her eyes. Maybe his. But the softness, the halo, definitely not. Where did you come from, kid? Every day, Aliyah bulldozed his logical circuits with crayons, laughter, and random science projects. She wasn't in the plan. She didn't fit in the graphs. She just arrived. And in a world built on equations, that was the funniest plot twist of all. Because some miracles aren't lab-approved. Some are just meant to be lived. Inside the airport pickup car, the Manila heat was thick, the metro traffic unforgiving. Traffic po sa skyway, Sir Elias, sabi ni Manong, glancing nervously at the rear view. Elias loosened the top buttons of his shirt, sweat beading his forehead, despite the AC. His phone stayed clenched in his hand. His only thought, St. Luke's, Aliyah. Manong, shortcut, kahit eskinita. Basta makarating tayo agad. And so they did, the local fast and furious route. Esquinitas, barangay roads, basketball courts, carinderias, kids playing tumbang preso. Every bump rattled, but Elias didn't care. His focus was on his daughter, Aliyah, his miracle girl, raised in sterile caution, citronella, nets, sealed doors, every measure, every plan. And yet here they were, dengue. He remembered the call like a blade, his mother's voice shaking. El, anak, si Aliyah. She needs blood. RH null, El, saan tayo kukuha dito? Golden blood, so rare, fewer than 50 donors in the world. Aliyah had inherited it from a mother Elias never knew. Science couldn't protect her now. The car swerved past potholes, Elias's jaw locked. She can't die here. Not in a hallway where no blood bank had even heard of her type. He called again. Mom, tell the doctors I'm almost there. Whoever finds a donor, whatever it costs, they'll get it. Just hurry. For the first time in years, fear cracked him open. Logic was useless. Data meant nothing. His chest ached with helplessness. He would rip through traffic with his bare hands if it meant reaching Aliyah faster. By the time they reached BGC, he didn't wait for the car to stop. He ran, through the emergency doors, as if speed alone could outpace fate. In the ICU, the steady beep of the monitor was louder than gunfire in his chest. Aliyah lay small, pale, swallowed by tubes and wires. Stage 3, dengue. Critically low platelets. A transfusion was no longer optional. It was survival. Elias held her limp hand, thumb brushing her tiny fingers. I'm here, mija. Papa's here. And then the memories crept in. The beginning, the fracture. 6 years ago, med school. He and Nadine, perfect on paper. He thought they had it all. Love, plans, a future. But fertility tests told another story. Nadine had MRKH syndrome. No womb, though her eggs were viable. Elias had promised her it wasn't the end. They would have a child. They turned to IVF, clung to hope. And when Aliyah came, swaddled, pink, alive, it felt like destiny had honored the bargain. But Nadine changed. What should have been joy became distance. Sleepless nights not from the baby, but from the silence between them. Until one morning, she looked at Aliyah as though she were a stranger. I can't do this, she said flatly. I don't feel like her mother. She isn't mine. Elias froze. What are you saying? Nadine, she's ours. We fought for her. But Nadine's eyes had already drifted elsewhere, toward a life she thought might heal her. A man from her past, a widower with children of his own, a family she could join without the reminder of what her body could never give her. And then she left, just like that. leaving Elias with a daughter still blinking at the world, and a heart split between fury and grief. Back in the hospital room, staring at Aaliyah's pale face, Elias felt the same sting in his chest. He had already lost Nadine. He refused to lose Aaliyah. He squeezed her hand tighter, voice breaking in a whisper, "You stay with me, mija. You don't leave. I already lost once. Not again. Never again." And for the first time, Dr. Elias Mondego, the man who engineered super serums for warriors, faced the truth. All his science meant nothing without this child's heartbeat beside him. Some problems weren't meant for microscopes. Some answers didn't wait in formulas. And some loves you could only fight for with everything you had.
Sa harap ng Binondo deli ni Ella, pila palang parang fiesta na. Si Ella, kulot, flawless, parang foreigner na napadpad sa palengke, ay busy queen sa counter. "Ella, pag bumili ba ako ng 100 ham, may libreng kiss?" Sigaw ni Mang Dado, tokwa king ng kanto. Ella rolled her eyes. "Kiss sa pisngi lang ha? Ayoko ng group chat drama ng mga tricycle driver." Tawanan. Si Cardie Bie, fierce sales assistant, halos mahulog sa tawa. Bestie, order si Ma'am Irene ng 5 kilo at si Mang June, tokwa with ham. Boom. Si Angkong Ed, nakaupo sa gilid, proud na proud. "Apo, ikaw lang ang may ganitong energy. Yung pinsan mong sina Ricardo at Barbie, nilalangaw ang tindahan." Ella lo abraso. Kasi, Angkong, mas masaya rito. Pera natin, hindi ng ibang bangko." Pero bago pa lumalim ang drama, biglang may nahimatay sa pila. "Ay, Diyos ko, Ella!" sigaw ni Cardie. "Baka multo, baka usog, baka na-overdose sa ganda mo." Ella, cool as ever, kumuha ng essential oil, pinahira ng sentido, at pinaypayan gamit ang promo flyer. "Oh, Heyday, wag ka magpanic buying ng walang kain. Eto hopya, free sample." Customer revived. Crowd applause. Cardie, slow clap. "Bestie, ikaw na ang Florence Nightingale ng Binondo." Pero bago pa matapos ang tawanan, may dumating na barangay health rep, hingal, pawis, seryoso. "Miss Ella, urgent need po. May pasyente sa ospital. Rare blood type. Ikaw lang daw ang meron." Tahimik bigla. Nagtagpo ang mata ni Ella at ni Angkong. Parang na-freeze ang palengke. Ella knew this day would come. Matagal na siyang donor sa Red Cross at doon natuklasan, RH0, golden blood. Mas rare pa kaysa golden ticket ni Willy Wonka. Pwede sa kahit sinong pasyente, pero kapag siya ang nangailangan, malabong may makuha. Once, narinig pa niya na na-export ang dugo niya papuntang Europe. "Buti pa dugo ko, naka first class na. Ako, divisoria lang." Biro niya noon. Pero ngayon, dito mismo sa Pilipinas, may nangangailangan. Right here, right now. Ella bit her lip, then smiled. "Sige, sasama ako." And just like that, ang reyna ng Binondo ham at hopya, ang kulit at bida ng pila, ay naging anghel na hindi lang marunong magbenta, kundi magligtas ng buhay. Curious eyes followed her. Wonder filled the air. Kasi minsan, kahit sa gitna ng palengke, destiny knows exactly where to find you.
Alea's condition had worsened. Platelets dropping, monitors screaming urgency. Nurses moved fast. Elias stood still, outwardly calm, inside. Breaking. A man of science, clutching a rosary, he barely remembered how to pray. Mama Solana beside him, Elena nearby, Cassie silent. Papa Yago, Hawk waiting in the hall. Still no match. He held Aaliyah's hand, whispering, "Hey, warrior, you've always been braver than me. Hold on a little longer. I'm doing everything I can." Then Mama Solana, trembling, "Anak, call Nadine. Maybe she's a match." Elias froze. I can't." "Why not?" He straightened, voice heavy. "Because Nadine isn't Aaliyah's mother, not biologically. The clinic used an anonymous donor. Nadine lied. I found out after the birth. She let me believe Aaliyah was ours, but it was never her egg. Gasps. Silence. Yago's voice, low, pained. You carried this alone. All this time. Elias nodded, broken. I wanted Aaliyah to feel wanted. Always. Solana pulled him into her arms. She is wanted. Always. Then the doors burst open. The physician, breathless. Dr. Elias, we found a match. A living donor. Blood is already on the way. For the first time in hours, hope filled the room, and Elias let himself cry.
Sa harap ng Saint, Luke's BGC, social ang building, parang hotel. Lumabas si Ella sa wheelchair, SOP daw kasi kapos siya sa dugo. Hoy Inday! Sigaw ng pamilyar na boses. Si Cardie Bie, nakasando at rainbow scrunchie, sakay ng delivery truck na may signage pang Cardie Delivers, hampers and ham sa hatid. Talagang truck mo pa? Ani Ella. Syempre girl, Star Magic entrance, pero in ambulansya edition. Habang isinasakay siya, sunod-sunod ang pang-asar. Grabe ka Inday, golden blood mo golden billing din. Baka pwede na nating pagkakitaan yan. Imagine, Ella economy, pero dugo mo business class. Hinila ni Ella ang buhok niya. Gaga ka talaga. Noon gusto mo pa akong ibugaw sa Okada. Aray, joke lang girl. Pero seryoso, baka mas marami pang air miles dugo mo kaysa sakin. Dumating sila sa Binondo, diretso Casa del Ginto, heritage restaurant na social sa loob. Doon naghihintay si Wilson, parang kinuha sa Lucky Chinatown pictorial. Naka-white linen shirt, may pawis effort, may bouquet, pang may nakasingit na milk tea voucher. Ella, bungad niya, you look radiant. Radiant sa pagkaputla, bulong ni Cardie, sabay kurot ni Barbie sa kanya. Wilson poured her soup gently. I ordered congee for you. Soft lang muna. Ella sonrió con ironía. Salamat, para akong senior citizen. Wilson chuckled. Then I'll be your loyal alalay. Alalay lang ha? Balik ni Ella. Nagbiti ng katahimikan. Maybe we can go out again? Not as a setup this time? Ella sonrió educadamente. Wilson, you're sweet. Pero, I see you more as a friend. A really good friend. Mula sa kabilang mesa, malakas na higop si Cardie. Ayan na! Friendzone! Ella threw him a spoon, natawa rin. Walang masama kung dahan-dahan, di ba? Barbie rolled her eyes. Hindi lahat nadadaan sa bouquet at siopaw. Wilson smirked. At hindi lahat ng lumpiang ubod may crown. Nag-asaran agad ang dalawa. Parang petty contest. Si Cardie, aliw na aliw, kunwaring nagbi-video. Ella suspiro, medyo riendo. Lord, ibalik mo na lang ako sa St. Luke's. Mas tahimik pa dun.